I know that the very first time I ever sent a tape out was a VHS tape, and I sent it to Spitfire, because Spitfire was my all-time favorite graphic. And I think I was 10 years old, and it was so bad. It was just like frontside flipping off curbs going 0 miles an hour, olling off my friend's porch that was probably this high. Not surprisingly, I didn't hear anything back. My very first sponsor was a Play It Again Sports in San Rafael, California. Whoever owned this Play It Again was a skater, and so he set up a little corner of the shop to be a fully legit skate shop. I didn't get much free stuff besides some Play It Again shirts, but since it was close to San Francisco, a lot of the pros who lived in San Francisco would come and sell them their old boards, and that was like my free gear. So I'd get boards that I would like figure out whose they were, like, oh, this is Gabe Morford's because it has a little chomp on this thing on it. We were convinced that the board that Gabe tried to Ollie Wallenberg with was like one of the ones we got. I mean, I was at an age where I was a little bigger, I was going through boards pretty quickly, and my parents weren't gonna just buy boards for me. So when I was 16, I started riding for 510. It's a shop in Berkeley, and that's been my shop sponsor ever since. But around the same time I was sponsored by Play It Again Sports, I started riding for a very small board company based out of Oakland called Energy, that was actually owned by Ron Allen, his company. I really credit Ron with being my first real sponsor because he gave me free boards, put me in his videos, and gave me the confidence like, yeah, I think you're legitimate for a kid to be getting free stuff. Riding for Energy came from showing up at a demo, meeting Ron Allen, and the same thing would happen with Carl Watson. It was a demo, I met him, I was so like in awe because I'd seen him as a kid when I was probably like 9 or 10 years old and recognized him. Meeting him when I was 17, he really took notice of my skating and asked if I had a sponsor tape, and I told him, yeah, I'd get it to him. The next thing I heard, it was Matt Daughters at Expedition sending me Expedition boards. So I was kind of like, well, that's weird. I'm stoked on Expedition, but you know, I really liked Organica. I really liked Carl's company. And then Visalia Skate Camp, where I was working as an intern, that I met Adelmo, who also rode for Organica, and he was just really stoked on me and heard that I was getting Expedition, and he kind of jokingly was like, but you should ride for Organica. And I'm like, yeah, I know. The next thing I knew, it was a message from Matt Daughters, and he was like, dude, I'm sorry, I had no idea that you preferred Organica that much. Like, Adelmo just told me. And like, really, I hadn't said that much. I just kind of said like, yeah, I thought Organica would be cool. I love Carl. And so then from then on, it was Organica. It was really being in a place where I could have a person-to-person encounter that led to a sponsorship.